Bam! Going live. Welcome to the show tonight. We try to do the work. I'm Coach Neighbors, and I'm excited to talk about the subject of this discussion tonight. And before we get started, Facebook did not like, boy, they've been giving my new page that opened up. They've been giving me a hard time over there. At one point, I just told them, y'all just being prejudiced against this black man over here trying to run an honest business. Well, then they straightened the hell up just a little bit. But still, they got a problem. And when I posted the product page about this, what we're talking about tonight, they immediately deleted it. And then they said, we deleted your post. So I thought maybe they were grumpy about the word shit in it. So so I took the word out and I posted on my personal page. Bam. Oh, they punching me they're trying to punch me. Yeah. So that's all right. Rather just have them be straight instead of being doing stupid shit. So we're going to talk about what we need to talk about tonight. Let's get everything lined up here. Yep. The divorce terminator lawsuit packet. This is, so you guys know, a few months back, one of my foster kids, his name is Ronnie, was called Rodney. He invested in my marriage dissolution package, and he went and placed that document in a public record. I had it publicly stamped and signed and notarized, and I had an affidavit connected with it, and served it on his ex. He dissolved his marriage at that time, and he went back 2 days later and checked on the computer. And it showed right next to his marriage license that the prior day it had been the marriage was dissolved. So we're good. And I told him, look, if they mess with you, then we're just going to sue him. So no, I didn't think they'd bother him, but they decided to file a marriage petition against him. And what they do is they don't tell you about it. They have it on the court record and everything. And then the administrative assistant for the court, for the judge, sends your email that you have a Zoom hearing in the morning, the next day at 10 o'clock. And there was maybe 14 people on that list to have a Zoom hearing the next morning at 10 o'clock. And so they hadn't even served him or anything. And so most people go in there and complain that they haven't been served, and then the judge says, well, now you know about it. You have 21 days to answer, or 14 days, or whatever the days they give you in that shellacking. And then that's pretty much, what all of those people that were lined up had to face. So unless you've had somebody figure out some other kind of way. So what we're going to talk about tonight is to upgrade to the marriage dissolution package. We upgraded that. We just turned it into a whole. We restructured it and we turned it into a stopper. Yeah. We're kind of getting a reputation for stopping some stuff. So we turned that puppy into a stopper. And so that's what we're going to talk about. And I got to thinking, how much money somebody knows. How much money these fools make doing this stuff. So let's just kind of get rolling here a little bit. So tonight we're going to talk about navigating the legal process of terminating divorce papers and facts about my non-conventional process for for terminating those papers. And why you should consider terminating the divorce process. The administrative court divorce process. That administrative part thing should ring a bell there, because that's the part that makes the shit not fair. Most of us go into court thinking we're going into judicial court. I got some rights. The judge, I don't know if we think the judge got our back. We ain't that stupid, but some of y'all think that the shit's going to be fair, and then you find out when they start slapping you in the face that this shit ain't fair. And why is that? Because you're in administrative court. And we're going to talk about why you should file to terminate the divorce papers and what kind of lawsuits you need to do that. So, and what you need to know about terminating those papers. And we're going to cover a lot tonight in a period of time. I didn't know how short it's going to be in a period of time. Okay, so we're going to get started. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you guys to the lawsuit package, but I'm going to do it in the video tomorrow because I didn't have time to get it all put into the thing right here. So the video that I post tomorrow will have it'll be an instructional video on how to use the firepower in this new package. So like I said, I made the changes in this package because my foster kid Rodney has his marriage dissolution. Well, he placed it in public record because his wife was cheating, his cheating ass wife. And then the cheating ass wife found a divorce attorney and ignored my work. Yeah, y'all ass know that's going to be a problem because I stand behind what I do. And if you do everything the way it's supposed to be doing, the way you're supposed to do it, the way the updated instructional videos and the original instructional videos say that you're supposed to do it, then we figure out a way to get this handled. Because I don't like to have, loose ends. That's what they call it, loose ends. We got no problem sending the judge ass to the graveyard. And we got a few of them that's in the graveyard already. Y'all seen the video from Shelby County Action 5 News where Darren Woods was using my original online course documents and jammed them up down there. And they ended up doing an investigation. Channel 5 did, and found out there were over 400 homes that were sold in a tax lien delinquent sale, and 34 or 44 of them were delinquent. And yeah, I know that sounds like it's really bad, but that's not the worst problem. Well, actually, the worst problem is those poor families that got screwed. But the other worst problem, oh, they can't find the money. The money for the 300 and whatever homes is missing. No tengo la dinero. Nobody has the money. And so it's funny when I told Darren, and I'll tell y'all know when the fire is burning the asses because the finger pointing starts. And everybody with a finger should already be on your, you know what I'm saying? So I had to structure this lawsuit to crush the divorce process, basically, is what we did. And, my people, my family, we don't go to court, okay? We are not going to court. And how we got out of this is I put this puppy together. Well, I didn't get it done till like 4:25, and he was still at work. So I took the liberty, because I had the information, I had the email that was sent out from the judge's assistant. So I took the liberty on behalf of my foster kid to just send the document over so they could take a look at it, because we didn't have time to get it filed. And, and so I just asked them, hey, would you guys consider canceling the hearing tomorrow? Otherwise, we're going to be serving the judge and the rest of you all in open court. Oh, and then while Rodney was sitting here and we were going over the stuff, so he understood what we're doing because it's last minute thing. Yeah, they emailed me back and they said, the hearing has been canceled. Because the other attorney has notified the court that the respondent has not been served. Oh! They don't try to drag our ass in there when we ain't been served. They dirty over there. But you know what? Bring it. I can handle it. Bring it. Yeah, so I like doing this when I work for family. I get to do whatever I want. Yep. So, I told Ronnie if they ignore his stuff, we were going to sue them. I'm not sure he believed me or, at the time, a few months back. But when they did, and when they did, and he came over and he saw what we put together, So, one of the things that I let him know is that the divorce proceeding is an administrative process held in a fake ass administrative court that gets its judicial authority from the city ordinance. I'm thinking because they don't have, I don't know, it damn sure don't get it from the Constitution. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe it's from the statute. I don't know. Okay. So a statute would be more important than a city ordinance in the corporate scheme of their bullshit, their stuff. I mean, we already know a statute's not a valid law. It doesn't have an acting clause, doesn't have a title, and doesn't have a body. Those are three things that the stuff says supposed to have for me to consider a valid law. And so it don't have none of those things. So I don't know what you're talking about. Administrative courts are not constitutional courts, and they operate from the local rules that are made up from bar members that at each location, at each court location. Now, if I got this twisted up, any of you attorney ass people that's listening to this, y'all come on and let me know if I got twisted up. Just come on and just untwist it for me, because right now I think I got it right, but I don't know. I'm not as smart as y'all. So the facts about terminating divorce papers. In my mind, there ain't no difference in divorce proceedings in family court or any other court. And I don't do family court, but I do stuff for my family. So here we be. Okay, so the divorce proceedings in family court is just a civil action. It's a civil action against you. So when someone files a claim against me or against anybody that's in my coaching, we're gonna file a counterclaim against them. Yep, a counterclaim. Why is it that attorneys don't tell you that in a divorce proceeding you can file a counterclaim? Oh no. They want you to go to court and fill out all these forms and all this shit and all this stuff that, your banking records, and they want to know all your assets. And why didn't he know all of that? Yeah. And a lot of the times, one of the people that's involved in the situation has friends over there. They're doing them a favor or whatever, because they know that somebody over there is going to get their ass kicked, and they're going to end up with a lot of money over here, and that person over there is not going. Oh, so the counterclaim allows you to file your lawsuit against them for the document that I have is for $5.5 million. $5.5 million for violating the due process. And so here's the thing here. So I got the lawsuit packages. I got the stuff all packed, all ready to go. All you got to do is fill in the red font, But I'm still going to give you stuff for free right here like we're doing, okay? So if you got the skills to do your own thing, you can go and do the thing, get it done. So that's the value that I'm bringing to the table that most people don't see. And a few people think, oh, this stuff's so expensive. Oh, you haven't had a divorce. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I've got 3 or 4 foster kids that have gone through this. And so, we created some stuff. So the counterclaim allows you to file your $5.5 million for violating your due process because they dragged your ass in their administrative hearing, thinking that you're in a judicial hearing, tricking your ass into thinking you're in a judicial hearing. So they drag you in an administrative hearing, and then you think you got to get an attorney. And when you get an attorney, the attorney's going to, they need to fill out this paperwork, and starting with this financial stuff so they can see what you're worth. So they don't have to look that shit up. Oh, yeah. Oh, now we're talking about the local rules. And then when they see what you're worth, they have these meetings in the back there, and they say how they're going to screw how much they're going to leave with you if they leave with you anything. Going backwards. Come on now. Y'all need to keep up. Oh, thank you, SPK 10,000, over 10,000. All right. That's pretty much, yep, that's pretty much in line with what my people, well, would have went through. They would have went through more, because if my people are connected with me, they're hard-headed. They having it. And there you have it. Yeah, that's funny. So the counterclaim allows you to jam them up for violating your due process. Your due process was violated when they drag you in this administrative hearing without telling you that you're in an administrative hearing, and you got no rights because the administrative court is not connected to the Constitution. So they don't have to do shit, and they don't. Now, when you have defenses, you're not required to answer to their civil papers, to their divorce papers. Oh, excuse me, I don't know. Attorneys might think I'm crazy by saying that, because they're just so used to taking your hand and leading you down to the empty bank account line. So when you have offense, then you ain't got to worry about answering to the stuff. Okay, that's what we do. They ain't worry about answering to this stuff. They have to answer to us. And you know, about 4 or 5 months back, I was having a conversation with a young lady. And those of you who have known me for a while, you know, I have this boxing analogy thing. And I always talk about, you know, I don't like to knock people out. That's just a lot of work. I like to punch their ass and just, you know, I like to make them give up. That's more the look in their face, in the eye, when they decide they're going to give up, is priceless for me. It's worth all of. But you know, so this lady told me, well, coach, I don't like to fight that much. And I said, what? And said, yeah, I don't like to do all that fight. She said, I like to kick them when they're down. Oh. And I said, all right, you know what? Yeah, so as long as there's some kicking going on, I don't care if they down. Okay, when you get them down, kick them. I'm fine with that. So I changed a bit of the strategy how we work here. And in working with Humira, who's the young lady that's doing all the website stuff and making these wonderful thumbnails. Thank you, Humira, for your work. Working with her, I figured out that, you know, how to explain what we do here. Okay, what we do here, we stop the court process. That's it. Bam. We stop the court process. You know, and some people have a hard time. Oh, well, is the judge going to rule? What's going on? I don't know. Okay, you don't want the judge to rule. That's the problem that you have already. That's why you found. I'm just saying. We stop the court process. That's what we do here. And when you look at things in that perspective, oh, so how's that gonna help me in the end? Whatever. I don't care shit. I don't care about that. You need to get shit stopped. That's my job. And so, you know, if you can file a counterclaim, oh wait, we got the process stopped before the counterclaim was filed. A day before, well, 12 hours or something before, just by sending them an unsigned copy. It wasn't signed. It wasn't signed by anybody. It might have made a little difference that my name was on the email. No, dude, this document that we put together for this package is fire. And not only is it fire, I've added pretty much all of the documents that I got to beat the judge in the face. I mean, excuse me, not literally, not literally. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Are added to this package pretty much. You know, I'm pretty sure you're not going to need them all. Because the one that we emailed to them that wasn't even signed, you know, it took care of the hearing. There was no hearing. And so he got his stuff filed the next morning. And so now, I don't know what they're going to do, but they started the divorce process, and then the counterclaim came in with $5.5 million to address due process violation, because when they move you over to a fake ass court and you don't know you're over there, and they won't let you, whatever. Yeah, well, then that's not fair. Well, there are some other problems too. Just like on the lawsuit package, we're going in under the Tucker's Act violation. The Tucker's Act is, makes it a federal law, a federal crime for them to violate your due process. And then there's another act that we use, Civil Rights Act of 1871. We use that act if you've been arrested, because that makes it a federal crime to arrest someone without judicial authority. So those are the things we add to from this also. So we're bringing criminal fire out the gate, and we got everybody lined up, and before it's too late, out the gate before it's too late. And so, yeah, they stopped the process. So we're not sure what is going to happen next, but we have a lawsuit filed, and they have to answer to us and explain to us why why they shouldn't pay us $5.5 million. Now, I don't know why attorneys don't offer this option to people. I don't know. I don't know why attorneys don't. Okay, I do know. In the end, the conspirators are going to place the divorce document in the public record to make it legal. They're going to do the same shit that you're going to do here yourself for, I don't know, $10. I don't know. I think this is a better deal. Yeah. So now the question becomes is why the conspirators needed to wait until the end of the road, because that's what they do. They're going to wait till the end of the road to place that document in the public record. They're going to wait till the end of the road. Why is that? They're going to wait till the end of the road because they need to drain your damn bank account. That's why they have your ass there. They have you there using ordinances, statutes, and codes. They're not valid laws. You're there so they can get their hands in your bank account and force you to sell your property and your assets to pay the cheating asshole. I mean, the cheating. Okay, never mind. I'm a little touchy on this subject here after seeing what my family went through with people who like to cheat. So now. You don't have to sell your house. Now you don't have to sell your house. You don't have to sell your house. You don't have to change your financial status. You don't have to kiss their ass. There, I said it. You can kick their, okay, yeah, you don't have to do that. This is the first, okay, yeah, so my wife, and she's my girlfriend tonight because we're watching a movie. She asked me, she said, wait a minute, you have a lawsuit to block the divorce? I said, well, actually, it's a crusher, but I terminate gets a higher click rate for for search terms. So yeah, it terminates. So why would you want to do that? Well, think about it. First of all, it crushes the papers that the cheating asshole served on you, and okay, let's just start number one. Control. Maybe you like to be in control of dumping his or her ass, or maybe they ain't cheating, you just done and you just want to do this without having to go through all the rigmarole of splitting up everything. Because if the marriage dissolution doesn't work for somebody and they file the divorce anyway, this is what they're gonna get. Yeah, I like working for my family because I always end up with something in the product section for other people to use. So control is number one reason why you maybe want to crush their shit because you want to be in control. In most cases, it's not equitable to agree to the terms of the other person. Lying ass attorney. I got lying ass in there. Okay, so generally it's just not equitable. In a lot of cases, my best friend had to sell his property to pay her off her half, and she cheated and left. And so how's that fair? I don't know. I'm not sure how. Well, it's not fair. And now people have an option, or maybe you want to crush the divorce papers just to be an ass like they've been to you. I don't know. There's that. We can work that in there. We ain't got to be nice. We can be polite while we beating their ass, or you can not be. It's better to be polite and just act like you had this shit planned all along. The perfect marriage revenge. That's actually a keyword. So, maybe you just want to be an ass. Maybe you just want to be an ass just to make a point. Now, the other thing is, splitting up the stuff, the kids, how you gonna handle that? Well, when you come in and you crush stuff that's filed in court and you add the state and the judge and the players to their own shit, that's powerful. I can tell you right now, and this is what I told Ronnie. I said, I expect you to get an email or a phone call before the morning to cancel the hearing. And then 8 or 9 minutes after I said that, the email came through. Yeah. So, this beatdown is going to put the other person over there in a pretty bad position, okay? Because that person is not going to be able to hire anybody to file anything else in court for them that has to do with you, pretty much. I mean, I think that's how it's going to work in my head. You start thinking about it. If they file something against you, you can file a counterclaim. I don't know. They file something else up at the 12 point, 50. What the hell? We want to be like Jack Clampett. 50 million. Okay, so you know that they don't have the 50 million. Okay, because, so then you just got to put, when you file your lawsuit in federal court, and I saw someone left a comment, you file whatever you're striking in the court that need to be strucken. But you file your lawsuit in federal court for like 50 million, or like Tammy filed her lawsuit for 100 million. And so the next thing we're going to do is she's going to have to put a less penance liens against the county recorder's office or the recorder deeds office, or wherever they keep the property deeds at, because that's where the money is. I mean, that's where the value is. Yeah, that's where the value is. So you can put a lien against the county recorder's office or the recorder deeds office or whatever. And then if they don't pay your ass, then you can file foreclosure proceedings against them. And it's funny how it goes. I think I could put together something for that, since we've been defending it and crushing it and beating it. Now, this is how we deployed this new package. So in this case, Ronnie's already placed a marriage dissolution document on the public record, and then this lady found this person to get this attorney to come in and ignore it. But this package, it has the dissolution in it that you can use later if it's set up to, if they file against you, to have the lawsuit and all the stuff that you need to terminate that the whole process and to get paid. Terminate this sounds really good. Terminate the divorce process and get paid. 5.5 million. And you counterclaim. Somebody said, "Oh, well, you can't do that in state court. You can't go that high in state court." Okay, well, they can send a happy ass over to federal court if they want to. Yeah, that's where we're going to probably end up anyway, because when they start screwing around and you already paid and you have to sue the other judge that comes in to help them, that's how this process works. As soon as the first judge sticks their nose in your stuff or tries to shut you down or whatever, now you can sue them. Yep. And now, it's a whole different program. Well, ain't nobody gonna want to touch it. So terminate the divorce process and get paid. And once you crush the ex's divorce situation, you can dissolve the marriage, and you can do it without the consent of the other person or his or her knowledge. So that's not kind of how you're supposed to do it, but you can do it that way if you want to, because the way we have it set up, it don't require you to be kissing their butt or giving them nothing. So now you can terminate the divorce process that's filed against you and file your own counterclaim for millions of dollars right in their case without paying filing fees. So it takes someone that's a po ass to be able to figure this shit out. I'll get y'all foot in the door without paying filing fees. And you have a lawsuit against the state, the judge, the attorney, and the ex. Yep. Y'all. Now, this sounds like a pretty sweet deal for only $1,200. Someone already said, $10,000 up if you hire an attorney, whatever. But you know what? For the first 20 people interested in this firepower, they're gonna get it at half price. $600. $600, half price. And for the first 20 people, if they can answer to it, I'll put together what we need. So far, I'd be like Hulk Hogan. I ain't heard nothing from nobody. But it's only been a few days. What I do know is that somebody's attorney is getting beaten in the face. So in this bombshell, you're going to get first document is the $5.5 million counterclaim, which is also the lawsuit. If you don't want to do the counterclaim and you just want to file a lawsuit against them, just take the word counterclaim out of the document, replace the red font, bam, there you go. You're also going to get the marriage dissolution document. Now, you're also going to get the marriage dissolution lawsuit. Now, I had a young lady, Angela, in North Carolina that was using it, and they tried to pull this crap. So we put together a lawsuit, but this lawsuit was to go after the state players when they failed to place your document in the public record. So the package has two lawsuits in it, and then you also have a demand for sanctions, a demand for bond sanction. Now, the demand for sanctions, you're demanding sanctions against the judge or anybody. We just want to start. In this case, we want to start with judge because we ain't trying to go to court. And you're demanding sanctions because the judge is a bar member and the judge is not registered with FARA, the Foreign Agent Registration Act. Judge, it's a federal law, and the judge ain't registered, and the judge is violating the Tucker's Act, which is also a federal law. And the judge is violating the Administrative Procedures Act of 1946, also a federal law. And there's a couple more. So I'm not trying to sound like I know everything. So this document, so you're going to get two lawsuits in this package. Well, actually, it's going to be kind of like three because the demand for sanctions, it's like a mini lawsuit that you file as a demand in their case because they're screwing up. And you address the fact that they're not registered with FARA and all these things. And the things in the lawsuit, you can also add to the demand for sanctions. So you're demanding these sanctions because of all these things. Oh, yeah, I'm not that smart, so I have to keep this shit simple. So this is like a mini lawsuit that you can file right in their stuff. And then we got the demand to strike the judge's order, which is the one that I put together for Mr. Kopecky in the traffic situation that I'm suing them for. And the lawsuit's filed, but I haven't served everybody yet. So, but they did get an email copy of of it, and I wanted to see if the court would screw with me and try to rush me around or say anything to me about letting it sit over there. So that way I can just go after their asses and we can cut to the chase. But they don't really have anything to say to me. The demand to strike the judge's order can be used to strike the attorney's notice of appearance. It can be used to strike. So there you go. Now, these are some of the power punching documents and the way and the strategy change that I made after talking to the lady that I was telling you about. So we're just going to go ahead and knock their ass out, and then when they fall down, y'all can get the kick in it. And we have a demand to recuse the judge. We have a demand to recuse the judge. Oh, this package is getting hot. Now, you can't recuse the judge without having the temporary restraining order. We got a temporary restraining order to have federal court block the entire state from receiving federal funding. Under the spending clause of the Constitution, if the state violates the due process or the Fifth Amendment of the state citizens, the state does not qualify to receive federal funding. Oh, that's badass. That I gotta take a sip on that one. Temporary restraining order to block the entire state from receiving federal funding from the federal government. Now, y'all can Google how much funding your state receives or whatever, and you can pull it up. Some states receive up to 77% funding. Oh, huh. I wonder if you can shut down a judge's paycheck Bam! Done. Now, we also have the affidavit of state citizenship document in the package. I have that in all of my packages. And that document is to verify that you're a state citizen of the Republic state you're born in, or you can change it to be a citizen of another country or another planet, wherever you came from. The idea here is to verify that you're not a U.S. citizen. Nobody can be a U.S. citizen because nobody can be born in a fake ass corporation. There, I said it. And you also get the diplomatic immunity instruction. Diplomatic immunity instructions help you fill out the document that the passport document that you need to fill out in order to receive your 5-star passport card showing that you are a citizen of the Republic state you're born in. That's what I use when the Popo wants to see my stuff. That's what they get. They can't connect you with their jurisdiction if they don't have that other shit with your all capital letter names, whatever. So how this works, the counterclaim lawsuit is structured to sue the state judge, the attorney, the soon-to-be ex of violating due process rights when they drag your happy ass in their administrative process without injured party or damaged property. And you'll be using a counterclaim to get your $5.5 million lawsuit filed in their divorce case without paying filing fees or the hassle of serving the assholes. Now, you do have to mail them a copy of that document that you filed. And now, in my sister's case, what we did was we looked up the attorney's property. We added attorney's property and assets as damages. So we looked up the attorney's property, and then we had to add all the signers on the property. So in my sister's case, we had to add the attorney's wife to the counterclaim. So in that case, she has to be served. The other people that are already whatever in the hearing don't have to be served. And so we served her. Oh, they were really freaking mad. They were really freaking down. So you added the attorney's spouse to the attorney's own lawsuit, and you're claiming their property. Yeah. So I told my sister, we should tell the attorney if he wants to do a deal. If we're going to take his wife's car. If he keeps this shit up, we're going to add his wife's car as damages, and then we're going to make the judge give his wife his car. Oh, okay. So right there, it just opens up the little door to creativity. In this program, your creativity is limited to your lack of thinking or your fear. I don't know, because it's a lot of fun to serve the attorney's wife. Now, we added the Kansas Bar Association, to our stuff. And I noted that to the wife in the letter that I wrote to her to make sure that she realizes that the state bars, anybody that has a state bar license is going to have a conflict of interest. So she's going to need to hire them attorneys on the federal level. Because all of the stuff in our lawsuit is federal. Federal case law, federal stuff. And people they whine about it and throw a hissy fit. But you know what? There's no difference between doing that than there is between filing Supreme Court case law and any other lower court. The problem is that the state court fools, they can't respond to the document that you filed in state court with state court case law. Bam! That's like a thumping a fly. Yeah, that's the problem. And Tammy, she's got her case filed in state court, and she filed it in federal court. She got it out. And fools in state court are trying to, they like to move it to federal court. But if I remember correctly, the only person that can move a case after they've answered or had whatever is the plaintiff. Defendant can't move a case. But it don't matter, because we already over there beating the judge. The judge is getting sued for $100 million over there in federal court. So I'm not sure why they would think that they're going to have a better shot over there. But you know what? It ain't going to work, because Tammy just move to strike their shit, and that's in that. Done. See ya. Oh, we're not moving. We're not moving nowhere. So I know what they're gonna have to come up with something better than that. So that's all I got to say on that. They're gonna come up with something better. So the players are conspiring to violate your due process and rob your bank account by summoning you to their administrative hearing, operating from local rules not connected to the Constitution or federal law. And now you can unleash your freedom with our divorce crusher lawsuit package and stop the divorce process if you're losing money in the deal. Or you just want to be asked. Oh, there's that. Now, I posted the product, link to the product, this product, and it showed the lady turning the guy down, yeah. He's trying to get her signing divorce papers. They delete that post in like 2 seconds. Yeah, they watch him. So I thought they was pissed because I had the word shit in there, so I took that out and posted it. And then they went back and delete that shit again. That's all right. That's all right. So maybe if you want a divorce, but you want it on your terms, our divorce crusher lawsuit package, the divorce terminator is your passport to a brighter, loving future. Yeah, I got that from the AI. Okay, that was pretty, wasn't it? Okay. Embrace control and confidence with our all-in-one divorce stopper. Yep. Divorce terminator stopper lawsuit package and take control of your love life today. Now you can end the marriage cheaply without a signature from the soon-to-be ex. Cheaply. That didn't get red marked, so I think that's good. That's a good word. I don't think I made so when you invest in this package, you saw what you're going to get over there. Tammy said she's writing the judge a letter tomorrow. That's great, Tammy. Write him that letter. And let them know the legal team already said that, the administrative, and don't have to be like that. This doesn't have to continue. They can come to the table with whatever it is you need. And yeah, I would also put your letter, make sure I would place a copy of it in the public record and then send him or her, let's see, your judge is a woman. Oh yeah. Annie T. Christoph. Well, that's the one that's getting sued now. There's a couple others. Oh, Tammy's gonna add 2 or 3 judges to the graveyard over there by the time she get done. Yep, we got it going, getting it done. Heather, you are absolutely right. And this is what we address in the document. We address in a document that the marriage was dissolved when the person cheated because it's a contract. It's a contractual agreement. Now, in reality, all that paperwork and that bullshit, whatever, okay, the contractual agreement is between, and put it this way, the contractual agreement is a heart contract. It's between your two people's hearts, or ever how many people was in it. We ain't trying to narrate. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's what it's about. The paper shit is just the bullshit that the corporate put you through so they can get your money. And they are not happy about people trying to go around this cash cow, this RICO cash cow. And my oldest son, some years ago, was the first one that I worked with to put this together. And his question was, Dad, who's the guarantor? I'm looking at this contract that they made me sign, and it doesn't say who the guarantor is. And they make me pay. Oh, yeah. So that opened up a whole nother line of thinking. So who is the guarantor in a marriage contract? And the things that come out of a marriage contract, do they belong to the guarantor? We about to get a little ugly now. Okay, so what comes out of a marriage contract are kids. And the guarantor is the corporation that you paid. Okay. That's I had to keep it simple. The corporation that you paid. So my son wasn't having that shit. So he called down there. And he asked them who the guarantor was or whatever. Oh man, they had him on hold back and forth for like 35 minutes. Oh yeah, and yeah, finally they just hung him. They couldn't tell him. They could not tell him who the guarantor was. So yeah, that's priceless. Yeah. So now you can see that the stuff that we put together, we've done a lot of homework, a lot of research on, and it shows when I can email it over a copy that's not even signed and have them. Stop the hearing, and well, they haven't dismissed nothing yet. They did stop the hearing, and then they admitted that the party hadn't been served. So they're going to have to dismiss it. But I don't see. I mean, it's not like they want to serve him now. Oh, because I don't think the judge wants nothing to do with this or her. But it's a little late. It's a little late. $1 short and a little bit late. So that's kind of where we're at with it. So if you guys know people that are facing this problems, send them this video, share this puppy, so that other people can see the options that you have. We don't have to sit around and get punched in the face anymore. Thank you guys for the value of sharing your time. And there's the winnincourtnow.com line across the bottom of the screen. Go over there and leave me some money. Go over there and get something that you need to change your life and take control of the situation. Bam! See you guys in the next stream.
Don't let them intimidate you. Don't let them take what's yours. With Pro Se Legal School, you have the power to fight back. Our platform provides you with the knowledge and tools to understand your rights, build a strong case, and stand up for yourself in court. Don't be a victim. Be a victor. Visit our website today and equip yourself with the legal resources you need to win. Don't let them win. Pro Se Legal School. Fight back, fight smart. Click below to start now.